which is actually makes things a little bit easier. It looks like it's just going behind that building. This is perfect timing for the Sunstar, but I have to get it really, really quickly. About 1 second because I want to blur out the people just a little bit. Don't want them to be too blurred out. There we go. Pops in, that's nice. Maybe it goes this way. Again?
Yeah, so I see the numbers changing. How's the stabilization on this one?
All right, so this is where this thing should shine because I've got the variable ND on there now and I'm at 1.8. So that's 1/50 on shutter, which is what I should be for my 180-degree rule. But I want to find that perfect balance of the exposure at ISO 100, and that's it at about a 3.5 stop. All right, we're walking across the Rathaus Market Square here to a very hidden art installation piece that not many people know about here in Hamburg. So this is a bit of a treat, and if you have been to the city before, I guarantee you have not seen this, and it's right in plain sight and nobody ever stops to take a look. So every time that I've been here, it's kind of funny because people wonder what the hell I'm doing lying on the ground looking straight up. You're gonna see it right here. There's two public installation pieces, these kind of pyramid looking things. There's a lot of bokeh right now because I'm at f1.8 with this variable ND on the front, and this K2 system allows me to be at 1.8, 1/50, getting my 180-degree shutter rule and ISO 100, because if I punch it to 5, super dark, punch it to 1, overexposed. So you want to find that nice exposure balance. That's at about 3.5 stops, and it is perfect. So that's when I would use this in the field for videography with the variable ND, which granted I don't use too often, but I do actually have another Freewell variable ND that I've used in the past, but it was only a 67mm thread, whereas this K2 system comes with a 67, 72, 77, and 82mm thread, so that you can use it on multiple lenses. And here is our next stop, the kaleidoscope. Guys, I want to take a moment to introduce Steve. You guys, I don't know if you recognize Steve, but for those who have been watching the channel for a long time, then you might remember Steve. Steve came to visit Nelly and I when we lived in Alicante in 2017, a long time ago for your birthday, you remember?
Yeah, 7 years when I had a broken hand.
Very fun trip, very, very. We're not going to get into the details there. But
I only say ham leg.
Yeah. It was a fun trip, but I've known Steve for a long time. Steve's from Hamburg and very, very good local guide, and used to be a better friend here, but you've been gone for months now. He was gone.
That's the problem if you have these travel content.
Yeah, that's true. So Steve was gone for months and months and months in Indonesia and Patagonia and South America, and he's only back for like 5 weeks and then leaving again in August. Where are you going?
I'm going to Portugal, to my second home.
Well, that's not that far away, so that's good. But yeah,
I will be back. I want to see the Christmas markets again in Hamburg.
Yes, there's a very good one right here, actually, on this Rathausplatz. So
yeah, you have the Santa Claus flying over the Christmas market right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! What's Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
All right, I want to take a moment to talk about the actual filter because the K2 is probably why you're watching this video. I've been using Benro filters for a very long time, probably since 2017. And before that, I was using Lee filters. So your classic kind of landscape photography, 150 by 100mm filters, glass filters. They are bloody expensive. And the setup that I've got right now with Benro is pretty good. That's why I've been using it for 6 years, but it's very compact. I've got a whole bunch of different grad filters as well as ND filters, and they've been working for me really well. So the only reason that I basically was interested in this is because it kind of is a hybrid for both video and still photography. And that for me could be very useful because I like having the variable ND setup for video, even though I don't use it as often as I should. For client work, it is very handy to have. And I like the idea that I can mix both variable NDs with ND filters and soft grad filters, which is huge. That's a big game changer. So that's the reason why I'm making this video and testing out this filter system in the field. So right now, vlogging with this variable ND has been really, really good, and kind of getting an idea for how much weight it brings to the system on the 20mm 1.8, which is my primary vlogging lens. And right now the gimbal's handling it very, very well, so no complaints there whatsoever. And I'm going to now get another chance to test it for photography, where we're gonna put the 10-stop back in and possibly even the 3-stop soft grad filter that comes with it. So let's go try that right now. We have just made it to Der Spiegel in time. This is a very classic photo. You may have seen this from like over a year and a half ago, I think was the last time I was here. It's a beautiful long exposure of this building right there, and the sun is just on the horizon. So I might actually be able to get another F11 Sunstar if I act quickly. But I've got the 20mm, so I'm gonna switch it to the A7R5. And the good thing about this filter system is if I wanted to use another lens, I could just switch it over. But I'm gonna keep it on the 20mm, but switch the lens to the A7R5 and try and get a nice long exposure of this building. Here we go. Okay, so we're literally just at the end here of our time. I'm at F11, 30 seconds. I have to bump my ISO just a touch. Hopefully no train goes over the bridge. There are some cars, but the cars won't rock the bridge. It's the train that rocks the bridge. 30 seconds, you do get a little bit of movement in your shot, but the filter, I gotta remember this video is about the filters. So I've got the 10 stop on the K2 on the inside, and then I've put this soft grad. It's a 3-stop soft grad filter, which I'm very familiar with. I use them all the time, and that slides in over top of that 10 stop in between the front and the back, which is kind of a funky system. You can see it right here. And then I could put the variable ND on top of that if I wanted to, but we're really racing against time here. I'm getting a very interesting reflection off of Der Spiegel building. It's like a Sunstar reflection at the moment, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but really racing against time, as is landscape photography in most cases. But yeah, F11, 30 seconds, 2-second timer, let it fly. So yeah, again, the 10-stop ND filter, and then just the 3-stop soft grad in this new filter system. And I think it's gonna, I mean, they're looking pretty good on the back of the screen. Sony A7R5, 61 megapixels. It's gonna look pretty good no matter what, I think. Just gotta be sharp, that's all. We are into blue hour right now, and there is one final photo that I absolutely have to get. I've wanted to get this shot for a very long time. I've got a number of photos similar to this one, but not this exact staircase right here. And you just got the perfect angle on it from the Wanderramsbrücke.
Kleine Wanderramsbrücke.
Yeah,
Wanderramsbrücke.
it's right there on the sign.
Yeah, there's like all the stickers are over.
See if you guys can say that 10 times fast. But yeah, this is a fantastic photograph right there in the background. So you're gonna set up the A7R5. No more filters, no more filters. This will be 24 to 105, probably at like F8. And I think we're gonna get a nice photo. And here is our final image of this vlog. And I want to take the opportunity to say that the Freewell K2 system is something that I would definitely use in the field, like here in Hamburg tonight, getting some really cool architecture shots, some really nice long exposures with that 10 stop, and the soft grad that's sort of built into the back is a really cool system. The engineering is really, really well done. And then being able to put the variable ND on top of that, and then the fact that it comes with the step-up rings, the 67, 72, 77, 82, all rings that I use for my different lenses, and having them all in one package is really, really nice. I think what they're trying to do is meld, variable ND systems for videography with your traditional kind of landscape photography, ND filters, grad filters, medium, soft grad, hard grad, and then they've got like these, soft like snow filters and like ones that make your light look anamorphic, which I'm not going to use. I mean, they're kind of cool that they exist, but for my workflow, it's not necessary. Ideally, I'm looking for that mix of both, and they come so close. The only problem for me is that I can't really conveniently get it all into one package, and the leather case is a very, very good case, and it fits almost everything except for their soft grad filter, and that's only the one that I have, the sort of more rectangular one, which I will use in the field all the time because that's what I have with my Benro setup in the 100 to 50 and 100 mil filters. So it's very, very good, and it's almost perfect, and I will use it for one of my next upcoming trips, which will be a photography and video job in Berlin for a hotel chain. So I'll probably bring it with me for that. But then I'm going to Georgia for a landscape photography adventure tour where we're mixing like hidden and abandoned architecture with epic landscapes. And for that, I probably won't bring it. I think I'll stick to my Benro setup for that. So it's just, what you need it for. And if you're watching this video and you got this far, I'm sure you already have a pretty good idea of what the K2 will be good for you for. For me, I'm glad that I have it, and I think it'll be really useful. So I hope you've liked this video. As always, thanks for watching. This last photo is fucking incredible. And this is Hamburg. So hell yeah, I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.